you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So yes, like I mentioned earlier on, okay, it's wild. First and foremost, GEZA is firing shots at Mnangagwa. You can leave now or you face humiliation like what your predecessor went through. That is Mugabe. Okay, you need to go now. It's that simple. On the other side, we're also seeing women are pushing back, and that is actually Chinomona, attacking Comrade GEZA. And I'm looking and I'm like, women of 2025, what a shameful lot. I can't believe what's going on in. And also Mnangagwa, yesterday, apparently, he paid different pockets of people to cause chaos at Heroes Acre, sing a different song just to worship him. This man, he's exactly the Nebuchadnezzar that I read in the Bible. And what a time to be alive, where you not only hear about the word of God, but you witness it right under your nose. It's what's going on in Zimbabwe currently. So guys, I'm pulling you out. Come here. Let's have a chat. Okay. So I know some of you just come across the channel, maybe accidentally, or you heard about this famous woman. It's an honor to have you here. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button. To my regulars, a lot of people, almost 200 people just pressing the button this morning. I know everyone is desperate to know where to from here. People wanna be part of this engagement. And I must say, I thank you so very much for literally joining in, Zimbabweans. There's no time so important like this time that we're in. You must never be left behind. We cannot outsource our freedom to politicians. We need to take this thing by the horn and put a stop to the abuse of Mnangagwa. There's no doubt about that. So I want to welcome you this morning and say I'm super, super excited. So we can all see that Mnangagwa has lost all respect across the board, across social media, Zimbabwe, in the country. People are done with him. They just want him gone. But in the midst of all this, there's one person that people are saying, why is he not saying much? That is Nelson Chamisa. So Nelson Chamisa also breaks his silence, and he had to say something. He said, we are watching everything that's going on currently, but trust me, we are not just quiet. Freedom has come. We expect you guys to celebrate soon. So let's take a listen to Nelson Chamisa, please.
Without seeing what she has always fought for. How does this sink into you? Well, look, there are many who died before seeing it. Morgan Tsvangirai, Gibson Smanda, and many other heroes. Len Mojongwe, Chiminya, Tonderai Indira, I could go on, Nyeve, Kauzani, many people who would have wanted to, and many unsung heroes and heroines across the whole country. Look, that is the nature of struggles. It's a journey. Along the way, we lose some, but ultimately, the journey must be completed. And that is the kind of clarity we have, the kind of courage, fortitude, and unbridled determination to make sure that change happens and happens yesterday.
Let's clear the air here. Many people are feeling that you have left the struggle, you have left the political fora, so to say. Are you still coming back to be leading this struggle, so to say?
All those people who feel that we have no feelings, and those who have feelings are feeling us. And they know that we are committed, we are clear. Like I said, this was a strategic move and action to expose all the malcontents, all the delinquent characters. And I'm glad that the chaff has come out. I'm glad that the cream is separating from the watery milk. And I'm happy that now we are going to see the separation between the grain and the chaff. And you have seen it. Time is a great revealer of the hidden things, the ultimate motives. And I'm so excited that where we are actually getting to a refinement of this struggle, and we are going to achieve our goals. I'm excited. You go across the whole country, the mood is clear. People know what they want. Change is coming. But God's time is always the best time. Right. People may not understand it, but God's ways are different from men's ways. God does it in a powerful way, and He's going to do it for us.
To whom much is given, much is demanded. Zimbabweans want to know what next from you as a leader.
Change is coming, and of course, in terms of what next, let's get ready for celebrations, and let's get into it. Organize, mobilize, and be engaged. We have to build a mass movement, a citizens movement, and a lot of work is taking shape, particularly across the whole country, and I'm excited about that. And those opponents of ours, the competitors, they know it, that we are not meek mouse, and we mean business, and you'll see it.
President Chamisa, thank you so much for this.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, that's Chamisa. He made it very clear that you guys were not playing games. We are in for a change and the change is coming. The change is around the corner. I've also heard that there's a lot robust conversation that happening in the background that is across political divide. Mnangagwa needs to go. I'm seeing this man every day. It's a thorn in my flesh. Okay. Now we have 300 people joining us right now. Okay. I'm gonna ask you to like the live. All of you 300. I don't want your money. I said just like the live. Just thumbs up the video so that it pushes algorithm and invite everyone. That's all I'm asking. When you just come here, just thumbs up. You have no choice. All right, you can hear the freedom is around the corner. I hope you guys are excited like I am, because honestly, we can't wait to see the peace in our country, because the shenanigans and the gimmicks of Mnangagwa is definitely pissing me off. And I must also tell you, there's a guy his name is Fanuel, who just said that every time he's coming in, I'm lying to him. And I'm asking myself, what are you talking about? Which country are you in? Listen, under budget, but ahead of schedule. Okay. Because there will come a time where dirty money fails. But in Zimbabwe, this is the season. Mnangagwa can pay people all he wants, but he's finished. He is gone. No more deal. It's the end of Mnangagwa regime. Okay, I told you under budget, but ahead of schedule. All right, God is good. But like I mentioned, we really have a problem with Mnangagwa. This man is so committed to contaminate lives. Okay, when I say to contaminate lives, I mean exactly that. He's investing so much money in buying young people to sing stupid songs. You know, did you see him at the Heroes Acre? He wants to turn this burial to be about him, forgetting the dead and the family that is actually celebrating the last breath of their member. He is thinking this is about him and his family. The wife, I don't know what's going on with the wife, because this woman needs to start talking sense to Mnangagwa's head. Honestly. But let me read what Brian said this morning. He said, Ukaona factionalism yadai is now very dangerous. So to those that may not be able to understand, so he's saying when you see the factionalism hitting this rock bottom, then you know that is the dangerous time is near. Next team will be physical romance. Zimbabwe is being taken to a pit because of some power-hungry minions. This polarization in the ruling party is no joke. It's dangerous because both factions have guns. Why not stop this and unite the people? That's what we need to tell Mnangagwa. What's up? You want people to fight? Only fools will be willing to leave their children or to live with scars. I'm telling you, some of you young people are being used by politicians. You're gonna walk out with scars, or find yourself in prison, or died and leave your family suffering. You need to choose whether to respect the peace in our country or to be on this other side of history. That's all. Because right now as we speak, Mnangagwa decided to have his own police guys. These are individuals who are known in ZANU-PF, who were wearing police uniforms and had pockets at the Heroes Acres, masquerading as the Zimbabwean police. And we know there's always been allegations that he has his own military, that he has actually created the parastructure of his military. And we also saw guys that were wearing military, standing and taking pictures, and we know that in Zimbabwe you're not allowed to wear the camouflage. But it only happens when it's Mnangagwa's boys, or Mnangagwa's goons. I love to use that word. Very sad. But like I mentioned, something's not right with the family. They want to make us look like we are crazy, But one thing we know is we are GEZA and GEZA is us, because GEZA is back. Sending a final warning to Mnangagwa. Very serious warning. Okay, that pressure is coming, but there are snippets that came out last night. Now it's a Ibrahim, because you know what happened last time with Senengam when he was live? They send people to cause chaos. So please bear in mind that even when they record, they have to be mindful of Mnangagwa as thugs, because they can go there and cause chaos. So there are more threats coming from Mnangagwa's regime, sending it to GEZA. And GEZA, who can threaten GEZA? Mona, because she was promised vice presidency. Remember the allegations? So she's not fighting. What is GEZA doing? You must keep quiet. Okay, you must shut up. What is he doing? He's standing against a party. Take a listen, please.
I think people should understand us. No one will frighten us. Apana kutizorera shure, hatizokeri shure, tinechinangwa. And musangano wedu weZANU-PF will understand kuti musangano unegwara. Unoziva inonzi respect. To those wasina respect, wasina kunge wakadzidziswa ideology. Wanogona kuti vakanga vari musango kavari muhori. But tisinganzwisise kuti vainyatsoitei because munhu ane discipline akatrainwa ane discipline. How can we hear that from someone who calls himself a war veteran? To that one, Isusu is Women's League. We are more than 52%. We are now 55%. Yes. 55% meaning we will have the majority. The majority to put our ISIS kuti zvatakawirirana kuconference yenyika yose. Ndiani anozobva akutaura kuti hazvidi iye pache zvake ari mbori ani.
Right, you can hear Chinomona. She's coming gun blazing in defense of Mnangagwa because allegations are she was promised vice presidency. Again, I've realized that there's something not right with Zimbabweans. We're kind of putting our taste for positions, above the sanity and the peace of the country. And that is one of the main reasons why we are in this quagmire, right? We love positions. We are so crazy about a title as long as I'm being called vice president. Even if you don't do nothing. We are sitting today with Mohadi, who is just back and forth out of hospital. He has never done nothing, but he's just moving around as a presidency, getting money from the state for actually doing nothing. There's something not right in this country. Something not right. But Chinomona, let me just warn you. The Gen Z, this generation, will not even give a damn of what you're saying. We don't even remember if you exist at all. We don't even care about what you're saying. What we are focusing on is make sure we take this country back and build the walls. We are not, at this one, we are not even playing games. We mean business. We are rebuilding the walls of Zimbabwe right under your nose. And you're going to also enjoy that same Zimbabwe. So relax, chill. Whatever you're promising each other with Mnangagwa, that's your own things in your backyards. We're not interested. We are focusing on making Zimbabwe great again. Now, Mnangagwa was dancing, okay? He's dancing at the Euros Acre. He's got this very funny signature dance. He thinks it's funny at all, maybe to the fools, but to me, it's not even funny. I want this man gonna get irritated and agitated whenever I see him. I'm like, so when are you leaving? Just go, okay? Then Yasha said, I repeat, a coup d'etat is happening as we speak. That's 100%. I mean, there's no any other way around. The dude does not want to do the right thing, so he must go. The same way he came in. I'm a firm believer that principles will always reign supreme. Okay, if you cut corners into a position or into a situation, you are going to be cut in the process. Mnangagwa came via the coup, and it's fair to say he will walk out via the coup because he does not want even to respect the simple principles to resign and just say, Zimbabweans, I love you. I'm always going to be at the farm and where we chat. He doesn't want to hear that, but that's what we know. But we can see clearly that the bold lines, okay, the last time we spoke about lines, we did not specify whether they're thin lines or their bold lines, but I'm here to confirm the bold lines have been drawn between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. But one of the things that I want to say, I give this one to Chiwenga, is that Chiwenga is playing so safe, okay? Very smart though, very quiet and respectfully. You can see him smiling and laughing with Mnangagwa. You can say everything is well in the camp, but do not forget, this is exactly how Mnangagwa was during the Mugabe era. He would smile to Mugabe, but the guy had a mission. He had a mission to topple him. He didn't even know. Okay, so I'm here to tell you that Chiwenga is very smart because he knows that he's dealing with the, they call it a tiger, crocodile, that can strike any minute. And you also know that he was been poisoned many times, We talk about the generals too that were killed, many of them. Right? And allegations are they were killed because people were pushing to get to the front. But here we are with Chiwenga playing very smart. Now, GEZA has been clear that he's in support of Chiwenga. I mean, he's been very clear. Okay, leave Chiwenga alone. It's very clear if someone can say leave that person alone, it means they've got interest, okay? But I said, I'm GEZA, and GEZA asked me, at this juncture, okay, I'm standing with the war veterans and the fathers and elders because I'm a firm believer that once elders speak, you might have to listen very carefully, okay? Because I know you get wiser as you're close to go to heaven. You get very much wiser and understand how the world works. So some people are saying, but GEZA, he was part of those that have been pushing on Mnangagwa to stay or any other thing everything has to do with ZANU-PF. But now he's speaking with a different language. Understandably so, because once you're closer to sign out, your message changes. So GEZA came out yesterday, gun blazing. That press is coming up on HSTV. So for those that have not subscribed to that channel, please rush. Subscribe to the channel because it's coming up today and GEZA is going to be speaking today. But there are snippets that are online right now that were dropped last night. And I just want to keep you up to speed with what's going on. Take a listen, please, to GEZA addressing Mnangagwa.
Mnangagwa will say stop tribalizing with the future of our people. We say once again to you, live now and live peacefully. For the sake of our nation, for the sake of our people, and for the sake of your own legacy, if we still have any, we will die for what we believe in. This is our war. This is all we have. This is all we shall ever have. And Mnangagwa can't be allowed to keep abusing us or stealing from us. Power to the people. We've been mobilizing ourselves to deliver the final blow to a dictatorship that lacks any wisdom or empathy. We are now ready to deliver the final push, a push that needs all of us to face the odds and base a new country. We are going to give you a clearer signal soon. It will come before 2300 hours at night, so that we end this 2030 business.
You heard him very clear. You know, it's time for us to unite because we need to put a stop. And he also said Mnangagwa was in tribalizing the country. It makes sense. I told you why. He's contaminating as many young people as possible. I am a firm believer that the power of company really has a lot to do with how your life can be shaped. So he's messing up young people, honestly. Most of young people in Zimbabwe are very violent because Mnangagwa, that's what he spent his time teaching them to fight unnecessarily. They just fight, even when there's no need. Imagine going to a funeral that's supposed to be respected of a hero, okay? This man is taking this entire funeral to be about himself, okay? That's what he's doing because it's very disrespectful. Very extremely disrespectful. I don't call him a dictator at all. I don't think he qualifies that. I just call him like a foolish person. That's my take, because I'm always saying you need to do the right thing or not, or you can be foolish and find yourself in an embarrassing way. And we are heading towards that. That's where we are heading. We are very close to seeing Mnangagwa fall. You heard what the father said. Also, do not forget that last year, during the SADC summit, people were planning to actually protest in the country. Remember, against Mnangagwa, that's a fraudulent election that he did in 2023. Correct. And then he unleashed the military. Now that we are here, and the military is on the side of the people, because Mnangagwa's got those funny structures that he's just intimidating Zimbabweans. But the truth remains, the military is with the people. That's a fact. The military are behind GEZA, and the people are speaking right now. They are saying we are done. Everyone is suffering. That's why there were those statements that GEZA cited, that Mnangagwa's son is going to work driving a Rolls Royce, expensive car, but why the rest of the military guys are struggling. The message is clear that he thinks the son thinks he's better than other people. Okay, I even also heard, you know, that I actually saw those tweets online that Mnangagwa's son Sean is going around telling people that he's going to be the president of Zimbabwe. You take the reins after his father. So it's not a sexual transmitted disease. But that's what he thinks. Are we not back to Mugabe's era, where there were allegations that Grace Mugabe wanted to take the reins after Mugabe? Remember, a lot happened during that time. We are back. Drama after drama. I respect people when they say sometimes ZANU-PF needs to go in totality, because their drama is really costly to the country. Now, signal is coming. GEZA was very clear. We are all waiting to see what's going to happen. We have been mobilizing ourselves to deliver a final blow. That I know there are conversations in the background, a lot of push coming from citizens. Mnangagwa has to go. And I'm sorry to say this. If we wanted to protest, okay, against Mnangagwa in 2024, we better do away with this toxicity. This man is the architecture of the confusion, chaos that we see in Zimbabwe from the time he came into power, or no, into leadership. I don't want to use power, okay, a dangerous word. The devil thinks I'm crazy. Okay, into leadership, Mnangagwa has been creating a lot of chaos in the country. That's all that you know. Remember, his resume is very clear. Allegations that he was a military that worked with Smith regime. That's why it's brutal. Him and Garwe were working from Smith, doing his shenanigans and dirty work. Okay, yeah. Now, Ruva responded, he said we needed this boldness, right? It's up to us to seize the moment. Only this time we get a seat at the negotiating table. We can allow that passiveness quite. But I mentioned earlier on, there are meetings that are going on in the background, heavy meetings across political divide. We don't want Mnangagwa. We want to restart the country. I pray, and we are going to be wiser and sober this time. Godfrey, he said the legendary legacies of our legendary leaders who are seeking a third term. Now just give a breakdown of Mnangagwa Vision #2030. Our legendary leaders with a common denominator of ill-treating and belittling women. Okay, number one, Mnangagwa accused of violating the minors. Example, that was Susan Mutami, who came out and said a lot of things, and many other victims that are on record. I do recall another docket of his that was leaked on social media, another girl that passed away. Okay, more information will eventually come out. Okay. Also, the second thing we have, Mnangagwa spokesperson George Charamba, right now he's trending on social media. He's being accused of violating his relative. Her name is Maria Charamba, and she said a lot of things on social media as we speak. For those that does not know, you can just go on X and see that was his brother's daughter at the age of 14. George Charamba violated her sexually. Very sad. And then moving on, there's also Kembo Mohadi. We know his story, really terrible, episodes that happened with Mohadi. But we're surprised he's back again to the reins. And I don't get to understand what kind of criteria do you use to choose leaders in the country. Nobody says, but that's what's going on now. And the other fourth one, he also mentioned about Chiwenga. He said Chiwenga dragged the mother of his kids, Mary Chiwenga, to court on a wheelchair against court decisions, which is another story that I saw some people said it's actually not Chiwenga who's supposed to take, it's Mnangagwa who's supposed to actually fix this thing. But again, I don't have all the details. These are simply, speculations or allegations that people are dropping on X. I just, sometimes I'm saying, honestly, I think Chiwenga need to just address this thing and maybe just clean his name if that is the case. But you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it's always going to be on his shoulder. Zimbabweans are always going to refer to that story of Mary. It's a very sad situation. But anyway, we need to move forward. This cohort cabal is now seeking a third term. Should we grant an extension period for our daughters and mothers being vulnerable? We need a spiritual reset of the political system in Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe was never given back to her original owners after white settlers invasion. Up to now, as our country is still being run by foreign. Okay, I agree. Foreign leaders, Mugabe from Malawi, ED from Zambia, Chiwenga, Mozambique. Let's reset the country with the local leaders. Mondro Zenyika, Zirikuramba. That's what he thinks. Now, let's hear what Clive Malunga saying. Okay, because Clive Malunga is clear, also said that Mnangagwa, no, he needs to go. He's not a leader, good leader. And it's important for us to move together as we listen to what Clive is saying. Take a listen, please.
What is it that you're not most happy with the president, that you would want him to go?
The president is not a performer. The president is self-centered. The president is very good at using people.
How is he self-centered?
Because you can see what he's doing with his family. His family are occupying all top positions. And especially like myself, I'm not happy because he is even calling James Maridade, who was my master of ceremony at my shows at Jenaguru music festivals. And also not Priscilla was not, but James Maridade and Admirata Derera were my masters of ceremony during my Jenaguru festival. He's calling upon, he's providing a platform for James Maridade and Priscilla Misaera Abri and Hubert Angel to be ambassadors. Are you saying we are not learned? Are you saying we cannot deliver? now you see, these guys are very divisive. If they realize that you are so vocal and talkative and you speak your mind.
But maybe, comrade, this may not resonate with your point of him being self-centered, because these are just ordinary citizens. Give us examples of perhaps of the people who are related to him who are occupying top positions, as you say.
You can see if he is a principled leader, you do not accept this 2030 nonsense. This 2030 nonsense, I saw it on television being discussed and being endorsed at Precab farm. He is taking the parliament of Zimbabwe to his farm. Now you can see that's being personal. That's being personal. You're taking issues of the nation to your personal property. And you invite people to go there to a place where you say, this is my territory. We have a parliament here in Zimbabwe. Why not discuss with everybody there?
What is wrong with that? Taking people to Precab farm?
Discussing about national issues at his Precab farm.
How is that wrong?
But we have a house where people are supposed to go and discuss national issues. So what's the use of going to his farm? I cannot comment on anything that he endorses at the farm there. Because what is the use of building a parliament? We have a house which is there for Zimbabweans, which we toiled to make sure that Zimbabwe is free from the colonial rulers. And this house, that is where we air all our grievances. If there are any developments to be talked about, that's the house which we use.
But I'm just wondering how you are going to succeed in this, in blocking this 2030 agenda, because as a war veterans, you appear to be so much divided.
We are not divided.
You heard the press conference from Douglas Mahia yesterday.
No, we are not divided. Those are individuals. If we are to make a survey from now, if you can make a survey on your platform when you are airing this particular video, you realize that 99% of former combatants are behind Andreas Matibela. At this moment, I'm speaking on my behalf as a Zimbabwean, as a liberation war hero. So, but I belong to the group which is being led by Andreas Matibela.
But you're raising voices towards against issues of corruption is one of the things that you would want the president to go, because he has failed to rein into that. But people are saying your messages of corruption and wanting the president to go resonate with the Vice President, General Chwenga's message. Do you happen to have some sort of a kind of a relationship in this project of wanting to block the 2030 agenda?
No, our commander, His Excellency, the Deputy President, Comrade Chwenga, is not involved in this. You have seen him. He is a principled person also. He is not involved. This issue is not involving Comrade Chwenga. This issue is centered on this area where a few individuals who are benefiting. These individuals who are benefiting, you can see now, Rolls Royce, they've driving fancy cars. You see them during my weekends. They go to my different Lake Chuero, Lake what, Mkirikwi. They are there with my speed boats. They have my helicopter and so forth. Now these people are trying to safeguard their stomachs. They want to make sure that they safeguard this area which they are benefiting resources.
Would you have any challenge with Vice President in future becoming the president of this country?
That is not up to me to decide, because I'm just an individual. I am speaking my mind, and you cannot push me or try to harass me because I am speaking my mind. I'm a Zimbabwean. We are in a democracy. If Zimbabweans say they love the general, so be it. But I am of the opinion that Zimbabweans should choose a leader of their choice.
What is your comment? We saw some, the division of the party displayed itself during the burial of the national hero Justin Mpamanga last week, but one. What is your comment on what you observed from the terraces that day?
Pathetic. Because people in Zimbabwe should be talking about Tendai by this time. They should be talking about that woman, what she did, such an embarrassment.
You mean Tatenda?
Tatenda, sorry, not Tatenda, Mabetera. Yes.
What did she do?
She was with that gathering. We were together. I was there. I saw it happening. I was listening. I saw her dancing, saying all trash about the vice president. Where is she now? Because you are asking me about what comrades are thinking. Where is she getting the guts to say such kind of words to a general, to the vice president, and for that matter, who was acting as the president of our Republic of Zimbabwe at that time? I think it's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate.
What's your word of advice to her?
I would advise her to stay away from this kind of approach towards his superiors, because she is a newcomer in this game. She's not a politician. She's just a person who was handpicked and got this opportunity. There are so many other clever and well-to-do Zimbabweans who are out there.
You mean she didn't deserve it?
No.
Why?
Do you think if I can compare with we have so in like comrades, we have comrade like comrade Daddy. She's a good leader. We have comrade Karen Kazingizi. She's a very good leader. She's eloquent. She's a patriotic Zimbabwean. And she has got these ladies have got the ideology of the party of ZANU-PF. Why all this nonsense is happening is because you are engaging people without the foundation of the ZANU-PF party. This party is pegged with people who know nothing about ZANU-PF.
So some say she also started the Women for Aid project. So
she's doing that because she wants to make money. She wants to impress. She wants to make sure that she preserves that seat which she doesn't deserve. She doesn't deserve that seat.
There's this question, Comrade Malunga, that is being asked by people on social media, even in public spaces, in person. People are saying they felt that in 2017 you used them. And therefore, this time around, when you are starting to push for rejecting of the 2030 agenda, this is your own thing. You're going to deal with it in your own party. It's your own fight. We don't want to be involved. What is your reaction?
This is not our own thing. This is a Zimbabwe issue. Everyone is suffering. Poverty is all over. Only a few, 1% of Zimbabweans are enjoying to the extreme. You see, I can underline that. They are enjoying to the extreme. So, 2017, as you had my senior commander, Comrade GEZA, he said, we made a mistake. We thought that there is going to be change. And what did he do? He apologized. Same, I would apologize also to Zimbabweans to say, we will not let the same thing happen once again, because that is not what we fought for. Zimbabweans should be free. You know, security apparatus, they are being used to harass individuals instead of making sure that this country is safeguarded. I don't want the people to phone me and ask me to go to their office and start asking me some questions. I didn't do anything wrong. I am speaking my mind. I am saying what is happening on the ground. The president has failed. He is not capable of leading. That is not wrong. What's wrong with that? I am not saying any bad words about the president. I am only saying that the way, because performance is judged on the majority, the citizens.
Rated the president's performance so far.
The president's performance is a 0 out of 100
Since 2017.
Since 2017.
You may even seen anything good?
Nothing except giving positions to his children, his relatives, and he's surrounded by crooks. The moment you surround yourself with the crooks, the percentage which I was supposed to give you is out. Because where is all the money? We have lithium, we have chrome, we have diamonds, we have gold, we have asbestos, we have tin, we have manganese, we have more than 60 types of minerals. Where is the money going? Botswana is surviving through one mineral. We have more than 60. So automatically you can say, because we should be sitting pretty here in Zimbabwe. Those who are learned should be paid. Doctors should be paid handsomely. We should be having good hospitals here in Zimbabwe and good schools.
But what I'm saying is, you might have a Himalayan task of convincing the citizens. Supposedly there are going to be demonstrations, protests, and so forth, to get them into that action because of what happened.
You will see very soon. You will see Zimbabweans showcasing whom they are. The Zimbabwe citizen is going to come out there because the door has been opened. The door is wide open now. It's time for Zimbabweans now to rise and shine and support this issue of saying 2030 will never happen on our watch.
Have you made any approaches to the opposition?
Of course, we talk to. There is nothing called opposition. We are, in this case, we are Zimbabweans. First and foremost, we are Zimbabweans. These are Zimbabwe. Chamisa is a Zimbabwe. Tendai Beauty is a Zimbabwe. Monzora is a Zimbabwe.
Yeah, but what I want to find out is, have you approached them and sort of having an agreement in terms of how this project can be carried out, executed?
All these guys are a job sikala and the others. We talk to them. The division, it was done by our leaders to make sure that they stay in power forever. Why should I hate Chamisa? Chanya kanganisa chi munyika muno. Why kuvenga job sikala kuitafanike mandu ye nyika ino? What for? Kuvenga zvanzi arikupuwa mari nana Tony Blair, nana Bush, nana Trump. As in Dogo Murguendesa Futi, their kids are going there to learn Kunana America, Kunana France, Kunana Germany. Why are they not building schools here, good schools, and sponsoring those schools? Because my teachers will change here. They will not stay here in Zimbabwe. They will go elsewhere. Many teachers are teaching in teachers from Zimbabwe. They are teaching in Botswana. They are teaching in South Africa. My university is Magatona and Peter Ndorowese. They are broadcasting from South Africa. Why not call upon the diaspora? Call them, let them come, and we work together and build our nation. Because some people have to can fall. The problem is kufa. But can I tell you something? Do you know kufa akurai?
I love that point there. Do you know kufa akurai? And I've been saying this, guys. Kanangwe ya kwana. It's not about kanangwe ya kwana. Paneva makana kunu when they still come back. Okay. And some people also in the process died. It's all about the time. Don't be afraid of these guys. These guys are as weak as vegetable. They're just threats that they're firing. And first, and I'm a bit worried though. I'll tell you what worries me is that as much as I look in the political space, I'm seeing people who have got taste for positions more than they can actually taste or sing Zimbabwe is a better place. It worries me a lot, guys. If I'm sitting here where I'm sitting right now, right, and my focus right now is I need that position. I'm a dangerous person because I will do anything to get to where I need to be. And to me, I'm like, when are we going to really have the love for Zimbabwe as a country and put all our interests aside and say, hey, I really just want this country to work. I even said to people yesterday, I said, listen, yo, anyone, Zimbabweans will choose. I mean, post Mnangagwa era, very soon, whoever that's going to be reigning as a president, I'm going to support them. You know why? Because I want this country to work. Because I know some people say, but I wanted to see this person, or I wanted to see, and I respectfully so. But when are we going to realize that we are destroying ourselves? Because when we look at the political system right now, if we zero into our political system, look at the opposition and look into ZANU-PF, okay? I know that ZANU-PF is the architecture of all the nonsense we're seeing, but we must also never forget the fact that there's so many people in the opposition who are deceptive. We've seen it. Okay, that's why Mnangagwa is playing his games, because he knows that he can use anyone who's willing to be used. So we must always take that into consideration. Are we prepared to suffer following all the shenanigans of politicians, or we are willing to have a nation that functions? And we make sure those that are in position are good quality, people who have the best interests of seeing Zimbabwe great again. I just want to understand that part, because honestly, as much as I have my own people that I support in as a political figure, or people that I genuinely believe that they may have what it takes to lead, If they don't find themselves in the space, I will definitely support whoever that comes in. Because I'm just so sick and tired of drama in this country. I want this country to work. If people wanted to protest in last year in 2024, during the SADC summit, I think Zimbabweans were so ready. Okay, what stops us right now to go against Mnangagwa's regime? Are we saying we'd rather sit back and watch while Mnangagwa destroyed the country, ruin our culture, because we say, oh no, we want things to be done this way? Or we are going to say, guys, what? Because we all know there are meetings right now as we speak, and I'm sure the signal is going to come across the board. But I'm saying, Zimbabweans, we need to do away with the face of individuals who have positions in Zimbabwe and the love of a country are two different things. I know that sometimes we need to also, offer the opposition an opportunity. I get that part. And I still genuinely believe that they need to be vindicated. I've always been saying that. But I'm so worried because there is a problem in our country that Mnangagwa is using the same people in the opposition to destroy the country. But remember, it's not Mnangagwa destroying the political system. It's Mnangagwa destroying Zimbabwe as a country. You must never forget. These guys realize that, oh no, we are very much obsessed with politics, right? And everything that he does it within the political system. It's where Mnangagwa's strength lies. But let's demolish that where his power is and say, no, we want this country to work. We can talk about politics, but we want Zimbabwe to work. We need Mnangagwa to go, and all his criminals must be behind bars. Okay, the money that they looted need to come back to the state. This is my take. I don't know what you guys think. You have your own choice to make, but what is it that we're there to lose? Having to remove the chuma in our body, because the chuma in our body is Mnangagwa. All the other things that we are seeing today are simply results of his actions. He's the one who have brought this country to its knees. Mnangagwa has been seeing his footprints, for generations, playing his games so that he can be where he is today. And we need to be fair on that. We need to speak truth to power. I'm not saying those that are in ZANU-PF, some of them are saints. I'm not even saying the people that are in opposition are saints. Never say that. But my position is, can we sacrifice the country because we have our own people we want to see at the front? By all means. I want to know what you think in the comment section. I saw someone say something here. You must also remember that there are people that Mnangagwa sent. Don't forget they got the phones recently and data. These people come to our social media and they always are talking as if Mnangagwa, this one doesn't work, or GEZA is not serious. They call them their stupid counterintelligence. These are foolish people who are being used to destroy their own destiny. So don't mind those comments. They are from Mnangagwa's regime. He knows that he is done on social media. He is not strength anymore. That's why he's powerless. Okay. But my point is, are we prepared to let this man destroy our country? Under the guise of, we want this to be done this way. Because I'm a firm believer that God works in mysterious ways. He may have his own way to make Zimbabwe great again. And yet we're thinking what we're thinking about this country. I don't know. I'm tired of drama. I want this country to work. I'm sick and tired of drama. I just want Zimbabwe to work. That's why I'm serious. I'm going to put support, and because my support is based on, I want this country to work. I want men and women of integrity to be able to push the ship of this country. Not all this, no, this must be a person that I like. Yes, I understand that part, but guys, don't forget, time is not on our side. Some people have died, they never saw the freedom. You saw Chamisa say that from the introduction. People died, they never saw the freedom. Because we keep on allowing Mnangagwa to play his dirty games. Use the man that he loot from the state to play his games and mess up with our destiny. We need to put a stop to it. We need to put a stop to this nonsense. That's just my take. But anyway, let's keep on listening to what Clive Malunga said. I am worried about position-driven individuals who want positions, not to make Zimbabwe. No, they want positions, not to want Zimbabwe to work. Those are guys that you need to make sure that you don't even allow to be anywhere near state or in the government. That's my take. Dangerous individuals.
Oh, because when you die, you are dead. You must do something for your nation. Do you think Mimi Tongogara akafa a few hours. Kuti achipinda kuno. In personal, I think he was butchered. Because Tongogara wanted to make sure that mwana we Zimbabwe wese I will enjoy.
Now you've raised this. Your fellow comrade, Blessing GEZA, is saying as war veterans, we have questions with regards to how some generals died.
Yes.
Do you share the same sentiment?
Oh, I do. Very much. Because you see, there is a difference between my nationalists and my freedom fighters. Ipapo Zimbabwe should forgive Vanavavo because my comrades were trained to work with my parents. My banditi, you can imagine someone asungwa akugara mujeri for 39 years ari mujeri, and this person ari kusangana habitual criminals, murderers,
right,
rapists, pickpocket.
I want us to talk about the death of generals, which we have seen, should I say, in the past year, 2 or 3, going backwards, or starting from the COVID-19 era up to last year, to say, or even up to now. Do you have questions?
Yeah, I think if at all we can find an opportunity, some investigations need to be conducted. Because it's so suspicious. Even all Zimbabweans will agree with me. Definitely, people have a very big question mark about the deaths of quite a number. Almost all of them, they're gone. We thank God. Our general vice president came from the deathbed. He nearly succumbed to the same issue again.
Do you think that these deaths were politically motivated?
I cannot answer on that one. That's why I said if an opportunity can be availed, it's far much better to investigate. But personally, I have a number of question marks. I am not convinced that was normal.
Now tell us, how is your safety after your video? You were actually suggesting that the president may not go beyond 2026. How is your safety after that video?
If I survive through God's grace, I am a person who is going to survive. When my time comes to go, you will see me going. But when my time is not up, I will not go. I will stay with my fellow comrades and fight for the Zimbabweans to make sure that everyone is enjoying. We must make sure that each and every Zimbabwean in this country enjoys this country. We have these minerals which I talked about, which I'm talking about now. They don't belong to our ministers, even the president and his family.
Are you sleeping at home these days?
I do. I sleep at home.
Peacefully?
Peacefully. That's why, do you see the issue of fear? That is what has driven this country up to this stage. Because this country is pegged with the cowards. People who are scared to death. We must stand up. But along the way, you must know that some people, they are going to be injured. Some will lose life. So be it. But at the end, our children will have a better life.
But
All right, so we're gonna end right here. Okay, for those that you may actually go and watch the video that is on a Citizen Voice Network. It was done by my brother. Incredible interview. We can carry on the other side later on in the evening because it's a very rich interview that he had with Clive. But most importantly, I want you guys to know that fear does not cut in 2025. Okay, listen to me, guys. I'm living my life really. Okay, in fact, we are not stupid. Okay, we also have our boys on the streets. Yeah, you play the dangerous game, you go down. That's how it works. You think we are not stupid? Okay, we have our people who's gonna protect us too. You know, South Africa does not play no games. You're the one that will go down like at the twinkle of an eye. So don't try the nonsense. I'm just saying. Fear needs to go, okay? Fear needs to go. We must never be a country that is built on fear. That's what Mnangagwa was capitalizing on, our fear. You saw that he arrested people. Why? When they came out immediately. Because the military told him to stop. Take these people out now or you are down. That's what I'm saying, guys. Some people are going to lose their lives if you're playing games here. I've always been saying Mnangagwa needs to be very careful because he's got children. Okay, you must never forget he has got children. I'm just giving him advice. As a small little girl, you have kids, you have grandchildren, okay, that you want to live in a country that functions. So if you are trying to play dirty games, there's a possibility that people will retaliate. Zimbabweans are not stupid, okay? You also heard what the bishop said. The bishop said, you do not have monopoly for violence. You don't even have the copyright for violence, which means people can retaliate in whichever way. Because once you push them to the edge, you have children, you have grandchildren, you have grandchildren's children. So make sure that you want them to be in a safe country. But if you want to think we're stupid, people will retaliate. That's what I'm going to say. They will retaliate. It is what it is. It's not for me to judge, but it is what it is. I'm not saying that I'm suggesting that Chiwenga must take the reins. In fact, based on what I heard, the person that is supposed to be, you don't even know the person. Okay, that's what I heard. I don't even know who it is, but I just heard that what you guys think it is, it may not be what it is. But remember, these people need to be protected because they can be killed. You heard that Sean Mnangagwa was also thinking he can be the one. Sean, forget it. In your dreams, you know what, whatever you can do with your life, but forget if the presidency, it will never come in your family. You guys have ruined our lives to a point where we want nothing, absolutely nothing to do with anything that says Mnangagwa. Okay? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We want you gone for good. Your family, I don't know if you can go to Belarus, maybe you will be all right. To actually see you in the country is a problem. Because you guys are the most toxic, selfish, greedy, evil, wicked, satanic, diabolical people. Family, I have never witnessed in my entire life. Your selfishness is beyond words, okay? It's beyond words. You are thinking that after all that we've been through with your father, you can just come in there and say, I'm going to be on it and abuse us. That's what you think. It's in your dreams, brother. Find something else to do with your life because Zimbabweans are definitely going to take what belongs to them. It's only a matter of time, guys. You tell me what you think in the comment section. But like I said, we are GEZA. GEZA is us. We are for freedom, and freedom is for Zimbabwean people. We are not going to even play games. We are not playing games at all. And we will stand firm to defend the peace of our country. If it's Chimurenga that you want, it's the Chimurenga that you get. Okay? We are back again to Chimurenga. This is Chimurenga, what? 3, 4? Chimurenga, which one? Let me know in the comment section which Chimurenga are we fighting, 3 or 4? Because the last time I checked was Chimurenga 2. We were instructed by what's his name? This dude, man. Chris Muchangwa, that if you want to take reins of this country, go and fight like we did as if he fought. All of these guys who are just watering, they never fought nothing. Now information is on record. They are simply mere people like us. So hashtag God is in it. We will go through with God. That I know. You know, when God leads, you have won the battle. Just know that. When God is leading you, you have already won the battle. Because who can fight God Almighty? Who can stand against my God? None. Absolutely none. Who stand against the God that I serve. So brothers, we in. And this time, we are taking our country back for generations. And we will rebuild the walls. Okay, we will rebuild the walls. We'll build proper toilets in the country. We'll make sure across the entire Zimbabwe there are proper malls. Okay, I'm saying proper malls. You understand? We'll make sure that there are minimum four lanes, streets. Okay, we'll make sure that there's no pothole anywhere. We will make sure that even our children are going to school freely. That will happen. We will make sure that our elders of all veterans are paid monthly. We'll make sure that even universities, some of them people go to school for free. We will restore the legacy of our country. The ones being at the breadbasket of Africa will be known as the breadbasket of the world. So listen, we are not playing games here. We'll make sure we retain our sanity. Our people will live again. Not because of Mnangagwa. You must go and we will build this country. You like it or not, it's coming. It's around the corner and we mean business. All these shenanigans and singing and be dancing, we do not care. Our people are ready to rebuild this country. Guys, I'll see you later and drop your comments respectfully. So don't forget to like the live before you leave, y'all. I'm so pumped. I cannot wait. I thank God for the strength. I thank God for health. We will get into Zimbabwe soon. We first head on, Mr. Mnangagwa. Head on. Head on. Freedom is for our people. So yeah, we are going to meet once again in Zimbabwe. I love you guys. Bless you and bless Zimbabwe. Guys, I love you, bless you, and bless Zimbabwe. Don't forget to like the live before you leave. Until next time, bless you guys. Bye.